Okay.
Okay, what we're going to cover today is just the basic lock flow. We'll run through the flow a couple of times, and then from there, what we're going to do is we'll show you the application of them, of some of the locks, with how they should be used with footwork as well, rather than just on a stationary basis. Okay, so we're going to work with basic lock flow first of all. So we'll do it from basic hands-on grip, just as a reference point to begin with. We come in with a strike, nice and simple, and from here we're going to check off the hand, over, wrist crush, in with the wrist lock, out with the wrist lock. From here we go up into an upper arm grab, we can reverse that, we go into a shoulder or an elbow lock. Here we can attack from here, grab the clothing, nice and simple. From here we go into an arm bar or an arm lever, we bar that, check that upwards, take that as a break over the shoulder. From here we collapse that down, nice and simple, into gooseneck. Step out, reverse wrist lock, into here, feed our arms through, take the elbow break, collapse that into a back hammer lock. From here you've got different options as well. Just going to run that through that, nice and slowly. Do that from the other side as well. Okay, so that's the flow. Come back and do it this way again. You get most of the locks in that way. Okay, so from here, we'll work it from a grab, like I said to begin with. Come in with the hip turn first of all. Just gets you in that mindset. Bring it back through. The important with the locks is that we're keeping everything close. I'm not working it out here, because it's giving Sean control as well. I'm working it here. I'm manipulating big, heavy, strong guy. I want to be able to use optimum body mechanics to make this work for me. So from here, going through with a wrist crush. Here I'm just collapsing the wrist, and you can see the effect it has. None of this, Sean's not going to put any of this on. He's going to react to the pain as he sees that he needs to. So that's coming on. I'm reaching through. So from here, collapsing the elbow and twisting the forearm, collapsing there. That's my inward wrist lock. Okay. From here, bringing my hand to the outside, taking it, keeping the arm close, rotating that so I can get an outward wrist lock. It's keeping them in an off balance position. Reach through for the upper arm grab, shoulder lock from there. Keeping them off balance. I can reverse that if necessary, so therefore I want to west foot them out. I'm taking this way, I'm up here, again locking off at the shoulder. If he struggles with that, if he's a big strong guy, we can straighten that out. Here, and again, forearms coming up underneath the elbow to get that control. Like I say, that can go here, it can go here, it can go here. I'm keeping this up. If he takes a swing at me, at least I've got a cover against that. But from here, none of these I'm going to stay in, these are all just flows, remember. From here, I'm going to take this through, here, levering it, taking the control, body mechanics is moving. I take it here, I get an arm break, an arm lever off of that, upward wrench my arms in that position, nice and simple. I can wrench it, I can roll, control, bring it back. That slips through, take it over the shoulder, here. Not taking it this side, because that's going to really choke. Make sure I'm always staying on the outside. Exactly the same way as if I'm defending against a punch, optimal positions on the outside, gives me more footwork, more room to manoeuvre. Same here. I don't want to put myself into the firing line. I collapse that through, just into a basic gooseneck. I'm coming into here, crack, and press that down. As I step out, taking it, see as I'm stepping out though, I'm bringing the hand here. I'm controlling. I'm not leaving that out there, I'm giving control back. I'm taking it here and keeping it so I've got full control over this. So that way, minimum effort off of me, minimum body mechanics, and Sean's going to be moving much further and raising off with the pain. Okay, this arm comes through. I'm not going to release this until that's in securely. Here, elbow break, step back through, and I'm into the backhand position where I can move into controls, face bar, whatever I wanted to. Okay, so just working, putting some of that into more application. You might come in with a grab, bang, come in with a hit first of all. Coming through here with the wrist crush, little fingers pointing up into the air. Okay. Ideally, I'm not going to put it on in this square arm position. Okay. As I go to put it on, I'll step off. Collapse his body mechanics. See how he's already changing. It's harder for him to get that shot in, but he's off balance. It's harder for him to recover from. It's easier for me to do because I'm taking his structure away from him. Nice and simple. From there, it's also easier for me to do the inward wrist lock because he's not in a good position. This is where locks and everything come into their own. Once a person's off balance, rather than trying to work it against somebody who's not on balance, when they're being strong, take the balance, and then I'll apply it here. Take him outwards. Again, I'm not going to fall into this one. I've got him down into this position. That's my application. Okay. So if we just work those first couple, here, there. Bang, Sean's coming in, bang, that's my application. Or I'll come off to the side here, that's my application, that's my application. Simple. There, into there, out of wrist lock. Again, I work this so it's coming down. This one. I work this so it's coming down, okay? Keeping tight, okay? So, but this isn't, I'm not just going to feed it down. This is a break. I'm at the ultimate maximum position his wrist's going to go here. You can see from Sean's structure, if I relax it off, Sean's upright. I've got a loose grip on that. That's not hurting, is it, Sean? Okay. I'll take it from there, just a little bit. See how his body position changes, because I'm now putting it onto where it's starting to break down the structure. That's the structure gone. Okay. If I put some footwork in with that, if I take that, see, so if I take that, take the structure, it's starting to go. Okay, so as it's going, I take it down. I'm now in a control position off of that. We work through the flow because we start recognising different positions that the person can be in. It's just an idea. One, it helps us to remember the different locks and levers that we've got in the system, but it also gives us reference points if we see an opportunity where we can get that lock or lever wrong. And that's all it is. It's just a game so we can start learning positions. Okay, but we need to know the applications as well for when we want to be able to use them. So we've gone through, we've gone wrist crush, inward wrist lock, outward wrist lock, here, we're coming up into the upper shoulder lock. So we've already put in that on when Sean's posture's gone. I'm not going to put it on if you're standing up strong and we're in an equal position. Okay? So from here, I want to make sure that my elbow is high, Sean's elbow is high, so higher than mine. So, talking about the upper inside shoulder lock, I'm in this position, okay? I don't want it in a position where we're 50-50 position, and Sean, if you get that off balances me, you can take me, okay? I want his body structure weaker, so I want to make sure his elbow's up. If Sean tries to reverse it off of there, it's much harder, or if he does it full power from there, it's harder. It's easy for him, just trying to get the same. And again, it comes to strength issue, not a body mechanics issue. Again, the same thing there, Sean, just try and reverse it. It's much easier for me to hold and control that. Okay? So get his elbow up high, break his posture. Okay? And even so, if I wanted to, I can collapse him, let the floor do the work. My feet is through, and I've still got the wrench off of that. Okay? We then go into the straight arm lock off of that. Okay? Here, we're making sure we're defending off of that. So ideally, I take it off this position. Okay? Get the body mechanics going, get him rising up on his toes. Take that through. Here we've got an arm lever. Bone on bone. Ideally, I'm not going to take him down nicely. What I'm going to work from there is a break of that. So it's coming down. Okay? Because I want the full power here. I want the break. I can step through here, get the break with the body mechanics, get my hip into it, get that again. So, as it was explained to me, just like breaking a piece of wood over your knee, it's exactly the same across there. This one, bring it through, just for the sake of the flow, rising that up. This could be an uppercut style motion, so bam, taking that up into there. Flip that through, take that across the shoulder, like I've explained, not taking it on the opposite shoulder, puts it on the inside, into here. Collapses through to a nice strong gooseneck, okay? Here, simple, okay. Collapses, get down underneath it, get down underneath the center of gravity. Just from there, I can take that, and just chop them down to there. Okay, so I'm in front, it's harder, so I can move into sweeps, but I'm not got full control. I'm in here. I'm away from that, if I'm tucked in behind, safer into there, okay? This time, as I'm opening them out, I'm stepping away, bringing his hand back through to me. Again, I'm not back here with it, as you'll see a lot of this type of stuff, and it's all done from out here. So, body mechanics aren't going to work, okay? No matter what anybody says, unless they're much stronger. Here we're working with maximum body mechanics. Minimum effort from us, maximum efficiency onto the attacker. Okay, so I'm here. Okay, and again, stepping away from that opposite hand. Okay, because if he tries to throw that round, I'll just twist that on, keeping it in close again. Okay, for the sake of demonstrating, I'm just taking one hand, just two, so if I have to. So, okay, nice and simple. From here, bring it through, crush the elbow. Again, I'm dropping that down, it's a break, and here, I'm into control. Control, everything is necessary. Okay? When we're working the stuff, what I want to try and avoid is talking about two hands onto one. Okay? If I'm here, should be able to use this with one hand. If his body mechanics are off, I can use that one hand to control. I try and avoid getting tied up with two hands. Try and avoid using two hands to control one, because you're just taking one of your own weapons out of the arsenal. So it's harder for me to do any manipulations with. Okay, so even if I'm in this position, I'm in here, I've got one hand, if I'm out here, I'm going to need two to control it. Again, because it's easy for Sean to break free. If I've got two hands onto here, it's harder for him to do, but I'm controlling with one hand here, I can apply the lock, so I can use impact at the same time. So I can cause double damage, maximum effect with what I'm doing. Okay? So just finally, one more time, we'll run through the lock flow. Okay, so again, we're working on the basic grab, just in this instance, as a reference point for us. Here, so the body mechanics, keeping this tight. Your pinky up, wrist crush. So, inward wrist lock, outward wrist lock, upward, reverse that, straight arm. Bring that through, an arm lever, arm bar, one arm bar, upward arm wrench, shoulder wrench, get that through. Gooseneck wrist compression, there's the term we want to use. Open that out, step through, reverse wrist lock, bring that through. If I wanted to, I could reverse that, take it into there. That's safe for today. Just going to take it into there, break, and collapse. Okay, that's it for today.